be a Janna support, and X-Coid has actually played a lot of Karma in the past games of LCLs of this LCL split. I believe probably more than half of his games have been on that Karma, and this is a comp that FEU really likes to do. They have two bruisers with a former CC, and gap closers, so in this case Pantheon and Irelia, and then they just speed them up and they just go as a team in their enemy jungle, speed everyone up, get a stun onto whoever they can see and just burst him, then go into the next target, and that's how they play. Just mobility is the name of this game.
Yeah, although it's actually quite scary because we saw in the first game earlier that FEU also had this very early team composition, and they didn't really succeed in being able to use it successfully. So what do you think this time though? FEU is going for, like you said, a pretty similar composition because they've got the Pantheon, the Lucian, very early game oriented champions.
And CSB also has a pretty similar team comp. Aside from the Rek'Sai, the way the comp plays is fairly similar to what they did last game. However, Rek'Sai will provide a little bit more damage, more mobility per se, and however, I'd say equal amount of counter jungling coming from
so
both.
What do you think FEU has to do this time? Because like we saw again earlier, they weren't able to bring out or to shine with that early game composition. So what is it that they have to fix this time to secure that early game before things fall off?
I feel like they just need to be more cautious when approaching the early game, because we saw earlier that 6-minute gank onto bot lane where they conceded an ace.
Yes.
Unofficial
ace
is definitely what decided that game, and FE just needs to be more careful of that. Just needs to be more careful of the mid lane positioning, where the jungle is, and if Kaigu has teleport or not.
Yeah, they also have to be careful with Kaigu here, running that smite as well, so probably going for that whole Cinder skirmish
Cinder
meta that's going on right now. Probably going to grab that early home guard. We might see him coming in from behind onto FEU, so they do have to watch out for that. So CSB is actually in the lead. If they are able to win this game, they will secure themselves a spot into the finals and to take that championship for this local collegiate league. So we are going to enter the game in quite a bit. So last thoughts about this team composition. I mean, CSB obviously did very well earlier. They completely dominated the game. What is it that they have to keep doing again to FEU if they want to secure this second game?
They just need to snowball the lanes pretty much. Just do what they did last time. Just get a advantage. It doesn't matter if it's small, if it's just 1 kill, or if it's just a 10 CS advantage. That advantage is what CSB needs to take when coming into those mid-game team fights and coming into the late game. The small advantages add up, and luckily for CSB, that advantage that they were trying to take ended up being an ace at 6 minutes.
An unofficial ace.
I was just allowed them to snowball that game.
Yeah, so really well played there from CSB. We're going to see if FEU still has something left up their sleeve. They did bring out the Pantheon jungle, and we're going to see if they can finally dominate that early game to bring us another game, a game 3 rather, so they can show us what they've got. We are going to go into the Rift pretty soon. We just like to remind you guys once again to join our fellow players over at GTalk. Just join the PGS Rift. The ID number is 171-88811. Also go over to Facebook and like the Pro Gaming Series Facebook page, and also join the PGS Rift official Facebook group. Also like us over at Twitter and Instagram. That's just at PGSLOL. And I think that's it. So we are going to go into the game in quite a bit. We're just going to take a... Oh wait, do we have any more sponsor bids, or are we going to go straight into the game?
We're going straight into the game.
Alright, so I guess after this, like we said, we are going to have, I believe that's USD versus DLSU.
Yeah.
In just a bit.
Here comes the game, and wow, it looks like FEU has that really aggressive start.
Alright, we are going to enter the game. That's going to be McNeil catching Rion out of position. Wow, what an easy first blood. They're coming in from FEU. And wow, just huge.
Alright, so let's rewind that and see what exactly happened as we are loading into the game. We do see that they did go for that very early engage right at the start of the game. Went into the jungle. They were spotted by a ward. However, I'm not sure why Rion got caught. They did.
Yeah, he actually decided to approach.
Oh, was going to ward that spot. And
they didn't think that he was gonna come in.
And that's the power of that FEU team comp that we were talking about. Just go as a group, have Karma speed you up, and then just stun someone.
And that definitely worked for them.
Yeah,
It's such an
worked out
easy first blood there, and it did go to Sivir, so that is gonna snowball. Like you said, that bottom lane is gonna snowball once again this game. Really gonna help out Sivir and the Janna lane there. Gonna give Kiddo and Mar, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, pretty hard time in that bottom lane. Meanwhile, they did, CSB did place some wards here.
Yeah, that kill did
Deep in
go
the
on
jungle.
to X-Covid, and with that, he hasn't backed yet, so he will be just sticking to those potions he had earlier. However, that one kill will stack up. That is 300 gold plus the extra 100 from that first blood, and that will give him quite the advantage coming in against this RE matchup.
So let's see how things pan out from there. Usual jungle starts here coming in from both teams. It's gonna be Pantheon starting out at the Gromp, and in the mid lane, Coheed with a slight lead. They do have already a significant gold advantage just because of what happened in the jungle earlier. We're gonna see if they can secure this early game with that kill that they got.
And here comes the poke and trading coming in. Kohi did hit level 2 before Valentine. And what's something that interesting to point out is Makulit didn't get a leash coming into that early game, so he will be significantly slower compared to Neil. So we'll be forced to probably recall before he can get a gank off. And it looks like he's going directly towards that red buff rather than taking an extra camp.
So some pretty strange starts there for the jungle without a leash, but shouldn't be too far behind. Rory and Kaigu still pretty even in this top lane. Though, how would you describe the Irelia Hecarim matchup though?
Well, I'm not really an expert as in the top lane. However, I would assume to be quite even. However, Irelia has the potential to snowball, and I feel like Irelia has more outplay potential compared to the Hecarim. And it looks like Neil is going for that early gank onto the top lane, sticking with the same strat he did have last game, and let's see how it goes out.
Yeah, so McNeil gonna get spotted out by a ward there, and he's gonna place a ward of his own. He does have 2 buffs right now, and Hecarim Kaigu too fast right there, so he'll be, I don't think Neil knows, and he is gonna waste a little bit of time there. Oh, but he's actually gonna go in. He changes his mind. He's gonna turn around. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, there is gonna be an engage here. Kiddo putting down some damage. The exhaust comes off. It is gonna slow him down. Meanwhile, Solar, very dangerous position. He's gonna flash over that wall, and early engage there for the bottom lane.
And Rion pretty low right now.
Oh wow, the flash binding coming in there in that bottom lane, but nothing happened there. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Kaigu, turns out Neil decided to come back anyway. Probably ran through the bush that time and almost got Kaigu out of position. But he was able to escape.
Yes, lots of action coming in. Once again, Neil sticking to his guns, just going for that top lane. And in this best of 3 series, it seems like the Morganas, whoever plays the Morgana champion just gets like just get more ballsy. Like that's like probably the 3rd time we've seen a flash bind into that bot lane. And yeah, with that lonely action, I just wanted to remind all people watching right now that all games will be streamed. The next semi-final set between DLSU and UST will be streamed after this, and after that we will be streaming the finals. So all games will be covered. It's unfortunate that we weren't able to cover the DLSU versus PUP games. However, we will be seeing DLSU in the next upcoming match.
Alright, so exciting to see who is going to secure that spot in the finals. We'll see if CSB will really secure this 2nd game, or if FEU will get their revenge. Things slightly looking in their favor still, with that slight gold lead. And in terms of CS though, things looking a little bit even, though McRory kind of giving Kaigu a hard time in the top lane, probably because of the gank that Neil gave him in that top lane just a moment ago.
Yeah, Kaigu being forced to just farm out of lane, taking that taunty scuttle crab right now with his might. And looks like he is opting to take that, and he will be heading back to the top lane.
So things looking a little bit more passive this time. We haven't seen a gank since that top lane gank that Neil gave, and he might be looking to secure another gank in that bottom lane.
Yeah, FEU playing a bit more cautious, ensuring that they don't allow themselves to get
Yeah.
aced. 6-minute mark is about to pass after 50 seconds, so maybe after then we'll start seeing them play a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, hopefully they are hoping it won't be another unofficial ace against them. We're gonna see who will secure that first dragon. Doesn't seem like anyone is gonna be securing dragon anytime soon. No vision around the area just yet. And yeah, things are looking still very even in most of the lanes, although there is a noticeable gap in CS in the top and bottom right now. McRory slightly leading with Irelia, and Kiddo on Lucian also with a slight lead there, although he is recalling. He does have around 1,500 gold in his pocket, so that might be a BF sword. Yes, it is, when he gets back to lane, and that is going to give him a slight advantage because Rion only has a pickaxe.
Yep, indeed, and Rion has been actually falling behind both of these games in CS. Despite like having those kills in that first game, he was actually behind Kiddo in CS, and the pattern is starting to show again. The trend's starting to show again coming into the second game. So let's see if Kiddo can actually carry this with that advantage he has.
And I think it's also the Morgana thing.
Yeah.
Very aggressive play coming in from Morgana. And it's really helping Kiddo here to secure all the CSs that he needs to be dominant in the lane. It is going to be Sightstone as well coming in for Morgana there.
Now we do see that Mapulit is hovering in that top lane.
Ooh, there they go. McRory going to get locked in. So much CC, and he does not have flash. Who will take the kill? And that's going to go to Kaigu there. Going to help the snowball just a little bit faster in that lane.
Yeah, and that's the gank. That's the gank that CSB needed to ensure that Kaigu can snowball with that Hecarim. He will be picking up that phase, trying to rush that Triforce once he goes back. And Dragon is an objective at this point in the game. Let's see if any of the teams decide to go contest it really soon.
Yeah, so Kaigu getting back in the game after a slight disadvantage against McRory, so showing he knows more ways than just Irelia. Wow, Valentine getting so much damage down. He actually gets ignited, and now there's going to be two teleports coming in from the top laners. Valentine and Coheed are both very low. They both flash in the same direction, and Kaigu still really wanting this kill onto Coheed. Valentine not going to get killed by the smite and the knockup to interrupt. He is actually going to be able to take down McNeil there. Morgana getting very low as well, going to be forced to flash out. This is not looking good for the red side right now, and that's going to be another kill coming in for CSB, and they're going to walk away with 2 kills, possibly even a dragon there.
Yeah, that was a really good play coming in from Split, stopping Pantheon from getting that kill onto Valentine, and this will be the first dragon of the game, like you said. 3-1 right now, 1k gold advantage, and there should be 1 dragon advantage. Let's see if they decide to further push this advantage by taking a turret afterwards.
Alright, so that first dragon gonna go over to CSB, so they have swung the game in their favor 9 minutes in, just like that.
Here comes the Hecarim snowball. Hecarim is now 2-0-1. After being down a couple CS in that top lane, he's now the leader in kills for this game, and he has picked up his Skirmisher Saber with that Cinder Hulk enchantment, which will provide him a huge boost in terms of trading, as he will be able to challenging smite.
Yes.
McRory going for those optimal trades.
This is going to be a little bit scarier for McRory now. He can't just go up in Kaigu's face. He does have to be a little bit more cautious. And once again, early game slipping away from the hands of FEU. 10 minutes in, but not such a huge lead coming from CSB just yet. This still is the early game here, so they still do have a chance to get back into the game. They haven't lost too much yet, although they did lose that first dragon. Vision still looking good here for CSB, like they did in the first game. Meanwhile, for FEU, pretty dark map other than the jungle area.
Yeah,
they are trying to
play
do it
onto.
Ooh, wow, McRory gonna be forced to flash out here, and Kohi coming in to try and help out. Valentine gonna come in with a charm, and he's not. Oh, there he's able to secure a kill onto McRory. Kohi actually gonna be knocked back by the monsoon, and he's gonna be killed anyway. McNeil, very dangerous. He's under tower. Kaigu wants to secure this when he did land that smite. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to finish him off. They decide to turn back, but they did land themselves 2 kills because I believe Buckrory was slightly out of position there.
Buckrory, I believe, was farming the Scuttle
Yeah.
Crab while X-Solar was there on the wing and Kulit was there as well to collapse onto him and get that kill. And here they come with that bot lane power dive. Let's see, this is 4 members of CSB on this turret. Looks like they will instead decide to just back off as Pantheon does have ultimate available and they do need to be cautious of that.
Yeah, so CSB playing it safe and aggressive at the same time. Pretty good balance coming in from them. It looks like they want to push down this bottom lane tower, but Pantheon might just jump in from behind. He is far. Yes, he is. He's gonna come in, but the ult coming in from Rion might just help him to escape, as well as the Howling Gale just completely stops the gank.
So really good disengage coming in. Neil was not able to get that gank down, and look at the ward coverage coming in from CSB. They have really strong ward coverage from the river, and they were actually able to spot out Pantheon coming in, as they did have a ward near the new entrances of the map, so they were able to see Pantheon walking towards that bot lane. And the ward coverage coming in from CSB has just been really strong in both games. They've been dominating the map through their rotations and through their objective control, and it's showing.
Yeah, so CSB really looking to really deserving spot in the finals this early on. They might just secure the second game, but FEU is not out just yet. They still do have the early game going for them. They haven't been able to really snowball, especially with McNeil. He's gonna get caught out of position. Kulit doing what he can, and he's on a killing spree. Such an easy kill for him onto McNeil, and he is at a huge grab right now. Kulit is level 9 and McNeil only level 7.
Yeah, and Kulit does have the Phage as well as the Devourer Ranger's Trailblazer, so that is a lot of damage right there. And looks like
oh my!
Wow.
He's gonna get ganked under his tower. Very easy gank there coming in from Kaigu. Kulit trying to do it as well. What he can in the top lane. A lot of damage coming off from him. Mokrory trying to match, but oh wow! Rampage for Kulit, and he's just gonna take down Mokrory there. 8-1 on the kill score right now, and a huge gold lead coming in for them. FEU really not looking good these past few
13
games.
minutes, 15k, and it goes to show once again, CSB proving once again why they deserve to be in the finals, why they are the favorites to win this entire thing with this extremely dominant performance.
But Valentine getting caught out of position. The Monsoon are gonna try and keep him alive. Spirit Rush used as well to be 3 members approaching them. Black Shield going onto McNeil, but it seems like they changed their mind.
And that's really good peel coming in from X-Solar. Great shield, great Monsoon, great Howling Gale, stopping the advances of the FEU team.
So Valentine really looking good with the RE pick right now, and Kohi not able to match in terms of damage. He does have the Morellonomicon and the Sorcerer's Shoes, but Rion actually gonna get caught by the binding, the Soul Shackles almost connecting, but he is able to flash out of its range and not gonna go down just yet. So in terms of vision, he's trying to do what he can. Kulit again trying to land a pick onto Kohi. The damage is so painful, and the burn.
He died to the
oh wow, it does not finish him off. Again, Kaigu trying to do what he can as well. Such aggressive play coming in from CSB at this point, and I think it's really just because of the huge lead they have.
And at this point, once again, it's really difficult for FEU to come back. They invested so much in trying to get a really strong early game with this Pantheon pick. However, it has not been paying off. Pantheon has been shut down every time he's tried to gank. And Kulit just taking the jungle of Pantheon right now. And here comes, will he go for
oh wow,
dive?
He's actually going for the dive onto McNeil. The stun lands, will it save McNeil? It seems like, wow, the flashing coming in from Valentine to secure that kill. Mokrory also going to get caught out of position, unstoppable Kulit right now. It seems like Kohit and Morgana want to get some revenge. Valentine almost going down. Kulit trying to do what he can, and Valentine stays alive for just a bit, but he does go down. Kulit trying to do what he can as well. Who's gonna go down? Kulit gets the triple kill.
7-0-4, almost 100% kill contribution. Kulit doing his thing right now. Last game he had a dominant Nuna performance, and this game he's just destroying everyone right now onto this Rek'Sai. He will be able to pick up that Triforce once he backs, and he's scary. He can probably do anything at this point.
Trinity Force already for Kulit there. Just an insane amount of gold, insane amount of presence right now, and it seems like McNeil wants to make his presence felt as well. Lands a smite onto Solar, but he is going to be held back. There's going to be the Monsoon as well to keep McRory and Neil at bay, and Kaigu trying to deal some damage of his own, but he is quite tanky. He's able to survive this one. Wow, the ult as well, and McRory tries to flash, but Kaigu's able to take him down, and the Dragon as well. Just objectives and kills everywhere happening right now, and CSB totally walking all over FEU right now.
Yeah, 13-2, 8k gold advantage, 16 minutes in. CSB really strong, has full control of the map right now. They have so much presence wherever they are. Makulet is a beast, and so is every single other member on this CSB team right now. And here he goes once again. Will he get this kill?
Will the She-Beast get her kill? Valentine coming in with a kill steal there, just so Kulit doesn't get all of the kills this game. Yeah. Valentine also very strong these past 2 games with the Ahri pick, making his presence felt as well in all of the lanes whenever he roams. Kulit trying to get another kill. That's going to be a teleport coming in from McRory to try and help out. He is going to be able to slow him down. Kulit might look like he might get his first death. That's going to go to Kiddo for the shutdown. Meanwhile, Kohid trying to do what she can. Oh, that Q misses. Speed boost coming in here to try and finish off Kaigu, and the teleport! Wow. Oh, the shutdown comes in, and he burned just a bit much for that kill.
Yeah, CSB conceding 2 kills within a 1 minute time span, and that is the first kill onto Kulit and Kaigu, so that is a shutdown bonus, and that's quite a bit of gold.
So 31,000, 23,000 there. Valentine getting caught by the Dark Binding, but no damage there. Wow, actually Spirit Rushing past the wall there to try and take down Morgana, and Kiddo using that heal to save his fellow teammate. Valentine dodging that. Oh wow, Rion getting out of position here. Who's going to secure the kill? Kiddo gets another kill for himself. 2-0-1 so far, and Kulit spotted out by that ward. He is going to change his mind. Solar might regret that, but he is going to be able to dodge that Dark Binding.
Yeah, so 14-5 right now. Here comes the Pantheon man drop. The charm will land onto him. Black Shield not fast enough.
So Neil, his jumps have not been connecting so far this game, and Kulit in a really bad position right now, but he is still at 50% health. Kiddo trying to do what he can. A lot of damage coming in from McRory as well, but the Monsoon is going to help him out. Flash in, coming in from Kiddo. He is going to be able to secure the kill onto Valentine, and he does. Rather, FEU walks away with the kill. McNeil is gonna flash, and he bumps the wall. He goes down as well. That's a 1-for-1 exchange, and now Kaigu ulting in. Kulit knocking up McRory before backing away, but he isn't able to escape, and that's gonna be a 2-for-1 in favor of FEU.
And CSB is getting a bit too greedy and overconfident in these plays. Within the last 5 minutes, they've conceded 5 kills. That is more than 66% of the kills they've had the entire game within this 5-minute time frame. So they do need to just take a step back, start chilling for a bit, and just thinking about how are we going to win this game. Just having a clear plan into what they need to do to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of late game though, who do you think would have the upper hand? Because if
I'm feeling
CSB lets them take late game.
I'm feeling CSB still. Pantheon has a really big drop, and Karma kind of falls off as well. Towards the late game, Karma becomes more of a utility bot rather than having the damage potential. So CSB has this late game,
and early game has slipped away from FEU's hands, but Kaigu trying to do what he can in this top lane. All towers so far in CSB's hands this game. They haven't been able to push any towers of their own. They don't really have a lot of wave clear actually coming in from their team, and their team composition, despite how unorthodox it might have been, it did not shock CSB, and it looks like they want to make a pick onto Kulit here. This might be Neil's chance for revenge, but the damage is just too much. Coming in from Valentine, 1Q takes about like 30% of his health, and gosh, the 2 carries so strong right now.
And it looks like CSB will be taking this top turret from FEU, and once this falls, that will leave quite a bit of the map up for grabs. All the map control is now in CSB's hand.
I mean, at this point, do you think there's any way that FEU can get back into this game?
There's a 9k gold advantage. I feel like there is a slim chance, however, there's always a chance for a team to come back. However, It's really slim, and I think once CSB starts getting their heads back into the game, the chance for coming back becomes even slimmer.
Yeah. So it's like 10% and below the chances right now for FEU to get back into this game. Not able to put their team composition in its best form, and again the vision coming in from CSB, just crawling into their jungle. They have had control of the map so far. Very defensive wards coming in from FEU, and really at this point CSB just has to think about ending the game.
Yep.
They just have to get it together. Dragon coming up in around 40 seconds right now. Baron is live, and they are pinging their FEU, anticipating a Dragon call, but Colette actually going over to the bottom lane. They might push that bottom lane and then decide to go for the Dragon, and I'm not sure there's much that FEU can do with that.
Yep, there is not that much they can do. It looks like Makule is just backing away right now. Will be just lurking around the enemy jungle, seeing if he can get any picks from any wanderers right now. And Dragon is up in 10 seconds. This will be the third Dragon for CSB. That will be additional movement speed coming for that team.
Yeah, to make the team even faster.
Help with those rotations.
Considering how fast this team is already, extremely mobile composition coming in from CSB. I mean, Janna's passive, ult from Sivir, and all these hops and wall jumps coming in as well. Just an insane amount of movement speed right now coming in, and the ult actually popping in from Sivir there. An extremely fast Kaigu running over to McRory, and a lot of damage coming in from him as well. That binding missing there, and he really wants to take that McRory, but the shield is going to keep him alive. There's going to be a shield coming in for Coheed onto himself as well, and definitely that mid tower is going to go down. Not much that FU can do at this point, and honestly this actually begs the question, if CSB does take this game, and oh never mind, gonna have to hold that thought. Coheed getting very low, Valentine takes the kill as well onto him, and it seems like they are going to secure this bottom lane tower as well. Really one by one they just take out FU's members and then secure objectives, and they're just slowly crawling in to FU's base right now.
Yep, and there's not much they can do, like you said.
Yeah, at this point though, like I was saying earlier,
yeah,
if CSB does take this game, which most likely they will, who do you think has the better chance of taking them down? Would it be DLSU or UST at this point?
Well, both teams had really solid performances, really dominant performances against their opponents in the quarterfinals, so I can't really say, to be honest. And
wow. FU still gonna try and secure themselves a spot here. Valentine getting very low, but McRory goes down so fast. Wow, both bottom laners there though gonna be forced to flash out. McNeil gonna have to turn back there, and the challenging smite does come up, but it's not enough to finish him off. Kaigu also very low as well, but Kiddo and Coheed are actually very high in health at the moment. Wow, the snipe coming from Khalid finishes off McNeil there, and the Rainbow Pony gonna run away there. Oof.
18-7. 13k gold advantage, 24 minutes, and looks like CSB is backing. Will be trying to reset, just prepare for the next objective to be taken. Baron is still up. We do see some pings coming in from FEU on that Baron, so they do have a suspicion that Baron might be being taken right now, and looks like they will go ahead and ward that. However, meanwhile, CSB is going for that blue buff steal, just denying all the objectives, and they will be shoving that bot lane instead, so good rotation.
Yeah, so really CSB taking control of the map right now, really showing that they have the potential to win the LCL championships here. They might just secure themselves a spot in the finals. It's only a matter of time. Baron is up, and it seems like FEU has secured a lot of vision around that Baron area because they are anticipating that. Not much vision coming in from CSB at the moment, but they might just be securing that one. Actually, Kulit looking for a pick probably here. McNeil gonna land a stun onto Kulit there, and he is receiving a lot of damage right now. Will they be able to finish him off? He actually gets a kill onto Coheed before he goes down, but they are gonna have a smite from Kaigu in case the Baron call is made. A lot of members though coming in from FEU are quite low. Coheed not there as well, and it looks like they might just decide to push that bottom lane.
Yeah, and it will be kind of tricky seeing as I do not have Mucklet. However, I feel like CSB is capable of taking this ball into. However, they are instead rotating towards that Baron pit and not actually going past any of FEU's wards, so they will have no idea that this is going on right now. So,
Oops.
however,
They are gonna get spotted right there. Might just be anticipating that Baron call right now. Kaigu in the top lane trying to push that wave. And Rek'Sai, of course, gonna come in. Immediately, McNeil, though, might just catch someone. Instead, Kaigu catches him! And there is no more smite for FEU. This might just be straight up to the Baron call right now.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think CSB can contest this. They have no form of hard engage other than the movement speed increase from Karma onto Irelia, and then after that there's no AoE, there's no hard CC, and yeah, this should be CSB's for free.
Yes, there is no smite. This would be a really lucky steal from Coheed if he tries. Let's see, it is gonna miss. Kaigu does secure that Baron for himself. Valentine trying to land the damage that he can. So much damage coming in from his Q, and the charm barely misses, but Kaigu gets the kill anyway. Kiddo gonna get caught out of position as well. That's a shutdown coming in for Rion. And the rest of the members are running away. There's not much that they can do to respond here. Luden's proccing itself as well. McRory trying to do what he can. Actually Q's in, but he is gonna get finished off. Killing spree right now for Rion. And this could just be the call to end the game unless they still want to secure that 5th dragon.
At this point, it would be okay for them if they decide to go for that 5th dragon.
They have all the time in the world.
Yeah, they do. However, they will not. Instead, they will be going for that inhibitor.
Yeah, they are crawling in right now into FEU's base. McNeil trying to be as manly as he can with those spears, but it's not doing much. In fact, he's manly tickling Kaigu at that point. Yeah, not much he can do, and they are going to reset and recall. The vision from CSB is just everywhere right now. They can't hide.
However, that bot side of the map is a bit dark. However, I expect once Xsolar goes back to the fountain and refreshes his sight zone, they will be developing a stronger ward control over the bot side of the map. And
yeah, we can actually tell that FEU has been struggling to keep vision up as well, because they all have kept their stealth, their greater stealth totems here, and no
that's
double
really,
sight stone.
Really interesting. I'm assuming that's a call made by the team itself.
Yeah.
As, most people don't forget to swap trinkets, so that was intentional, and I don't think it's been paying off.
Yeah, it really hasn't. It's quite clear because they have not been able to get rid of the vision coming in from CSB, and it's just given CSB so many opportunities to make picks around the map. And Kaigu gonna make another one here. Kiddo actually gonna get pushed to that wall, and well, the Rainbow Pony just gets shinier. McNeil actually gonna stun Valentine before he goes away. Valentine with a very, very aggressive Spirit Rush. He rushes in. Morgana stunning Kulit down onto the ground, but well, Kulit just doesn't care at that point.
And from this point on, they can end the game right now. Here, right now. 58k to 38k, 20k gold advantage. And looks like we will be ending this game right now.
20 seconds right now.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
The Zhonya is coming in from Valentine.
A bit too late.
Don't know what to say to that, but Coheed just try to do what he can. Nexus Towers are going down, and ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I would like to announce the first contender for the finals of the LoL Collegiate League 2015 spring season. That is going to be Vita Gaming, CSB, with the spot for the finals.
Yeah. GG, well played.
Alright, so congratulations CSB for securing the first spot in our finals. Great job as well, FEU, for doing what they could. They gave a great fight, but CSB definitely dominating both games. They came out on top and definitely deserve the spot that they will have in the finals. So, great job to CSB.
Really dominant performance both games around.
Yes, and props to Kulit. Just very consistent, very good performance. We'll take a look at the score right now.
Even Valentine had a really strong RE. I'd say just kudos to all CSB players.
Yeah,
they
really
deserved
great.
it.
So looking at the score right now, Neat, break this one down for us.
Yeah, so looking at the gold, we do see that surprisingly Kulit has all the gold despite being a jungler. That's actually really rare to see nowadays, with the meta being so in favor of having tanks in your jungle, having that Sejuani, having that Zac, having that just tanky.
Right, so Kulit and Valentine, all of CSB really did a great job here. Props to FEU as well for their efforts in this match. But we are going to see CSB Beta Gaming securing that first slot for the finals. We're going to see who they will be facing. Will it be UST Tiger Esports or will it be DLSU's Viridius Arcus? We're going to go into that game, I believe, in just a bit. We are just going to take a short break and we'll be right back. Again, this is GS Amplifier.
And this is GS Neat.
And we'll be right back.